All right, so you've been playing with AI, right? Running some pretty cool experiments. Maybe you've even got a few demos that wowed the team. But let's be real for a second. How do you actually turn all that excitement into something with lasting business value? That's exactly what we're going to break down here. How to build a real blueprint to get you from just dabbling in AI to building strategic AI infrastructure.
Okay, take a look at this. Does that picture on the left, the trap, look painfully familiar? It's that tangled mess of random tools, endless prompting, and just a whole lot of motion that doesn't really go anywhere. It's organized chaos, really. Now look to the right. That's the goal. A clean, structured, infrastructure-first system where everything just works together.
And this isn't just some nice-to-have idea. The stakes here are incredibly high. Gartner found that only 1 in 5 AI projects, just 20%, actually deliver a return on investment. That means 4 out of 5 are basically just pouring time and money straight into that chaotic trap we just saw.
So let's really dig into what this trap is, because once you understand it, you can avoid it. This whole random tool trap is the #1 reason behind that shocking failure rate we just talked about.
This slide just nails what it feels like to be in that trap. You're on a hamster wheel. See, tool-first AI makes you feel productive. You're constantly busy, rewriting emails, generating some ideas, tweaking prompts, but it's just busy work, not real business impact. Your AI lives in a side tab, totally separate from how you actually get work done, which means the benefits never, ever stack up. You have to start from zero every single time.
So how do we get off the hamster wheel? Well, it takes a pretty fundamental shift in how you're even thinking about the problem. This isn't about finding a shinier, better tool. It's about adopting a totally different mindset.
Which, leads us to the most important question of all. If you're not supposed to start with the tools, then where on earth do you start? How do you build a real strategy that actually moves the needle?
And this is it. This is the golden rule. This is the entire mindset shift summed up perfectly. Stop brainstorming AI ideas. Instead, start mining friction. Don't ask, what cool stuff can we do with AI? Ask, where are the biggest pains in our business right now?
Mining friction basically means you need to become a detective for your own company. You have to diagnose the business. Go ask your teams, where are we leaking time? Where are we wasting money? What's hurting quality week after week? The answers to those questions, that's your friction map. And that is the real starting point for your AI roadmap.
Okay, so you've diagnosed the real problems. Now you need a plan. And that's where this 6-phase AI roadmap comes into play. You can think of it as the blueprint for success, a clear path that takes you from that initial diagnosis to a fully integrated system.
This roadmap lays out the whole journey, from start to finish. You can see it's not random at all. It's a systematic path. It shows you how to build from understanding the problem all the way up to scaling and truly transforming your core workflows.
Let's walk through the 6 phases real quick. We kick things off with discovery and diagnosis. That's where we make our friction map. Then we apply a market and competitor lens to see where we stand. Phase 3, and this one's a biggie, is the readiness check. Can your company actually handle this? Then in 4, we design and build guardrails for trust. Phase 5 is the pilot, where you prove the value on a small scale. And finally, Phase 6, you scale, integrate, and evolve that solution right into your daily operations.
I really want to pause on Phase 3 for a second because this is so important, and it's the one everyone skips, the readiness check. You've got to be brutally honest here. Do you have the data, the tech skills, the company culture to actually absorb an AI solution? Because building something amazing that your organization just isn't ready for is a guaranteed recipe for failure.
And then you've got Phase 4, governance. A lot of people hear that word and think red tape, blocker, slowdown. That is completely backwards. Good governance, having clear rules for what to do and what not to do, is what gives your team the confidence to actually move fast and innovate safely. It creates trust, and you absolutely cannot scale what you cannot trust.
So as you move into piloting and scaling, your metrics have got to grow up too. This is a huge shift. You have to stop measuring activity, vanity metrics like prompts sent. And you have to start measuring what actually matters to the business. Are we lowering our cost to acquire a customer? Are we responding to people faster? Are we seeing real, actual margin improvement?
And look, a truly mature AI infrastructure isn't just powerful, it's also efficient. The goal isn't to build some gas-guzzling monster of a system. It's to build something clean, sustainable, and cost-effective to run for the long haul. That's what strategic thinking is all about.
So really, it comes down to a choice. Businesses today are going down one of two very different paths, and it's creating this huge economic divide between what we can call super users and surface users.
This chart tells the whole story. The surface users, they're stuck on that flat line. They're busy, but they're going nowhere. But the super users, the ones building infrastructure, they're on a rocket ship. Their gains compound over time, creating this massive, ever-widening competitive advantage that gets harder and harder to catch up to every single day.
I mean, the difference in the outcomes here could not be more clear. On one side, the builders get compounding gains, automated workflows, and margin expansion. On the other side, the dabblers are just stuck with busy work, endless experimentation, and squeezed margins. You're really choosing between two completely different futures for your business.
Okay, so this all probably sounds great in theory, but you might be thinking, how do we actually get started? The good news is you don't have to boil the ocean here. You can make incredible progress with a really focused 90-day sprint.
And this is what it looks like. Month 1 is all about strategy. You're doing that friction audit, you're scanning the market, you're doing your readiness check. Then months 2 and 3 are all about execution, running a small, targeted pilot and actually measuring the results.
And here's the goal of that whole sprint. It's super powerful and tangible. In just 1 quarter, you can go from having a vague AI strategy on a slide deck to having hard, data-backed proof of what actually works and what delivers real value for your specific business.
So what's the ultimate takeaway from all of this? I think it comes down to this. The next few years in AI, it's not a race to see who can collect the most tools. The winners will be the ones with the cleanest systems, the ones who focused on building real infrastructure from the very beginning.
So I'll leave you with one final question to think about for your own company. Are you building lasting AI infrastructure that creates compounding value? Or are you just collecting AI tools and getting stuck in that trap of busy work? The choice you make now is going to define your future.